Footer's lock.
Hijacker is into 370 as the best back runner for the Snake Gully Cup. It's over the 1400, $30,500. It's a terrific race each year. Shockaroo has got that terrific city form, carrying big weight, 63 less 2. Kylie Gilman there, and is a chance, big chance. McLaren Vale, last year's winner, striking its form. In this, it's the right distance for it. Loves the 1400, and also Campaign's Magic has had good backing too. The Albury horse who won so well last start. For the big one of the day, let's take you to Alan.
Yes, Chris, and a very, very good crowd on at Gundagai this afternoon are in for the Snake Gully Cup, and they're only about a minute away from race time. The field are starting to occupy the barrier stalls. Been a terrific day of racing. Hijacker Gay Waterhouse's runner, drawn the inside in the black with white colours dominantly, is the favourite in front of Shockaroo, who's drawn in 2. Trained by Noel Mayfield Smith at Hawkesbury, and Kayleen Gilman having her first race right here at Gundagai this afternoon. Thanks, Matthew. Welcome to your viewers to Gundagai, where, as you've mentioned, Hijacker has replaced Shockaroo as the favourite. Now, coming along is the horse I think will be hard to beat, Campaign's Magic. He looks well. Peter Robel taking him up to the middle of the row. Medicine's gone up. Shockaroo's right. And also in the stalls is Sponge, together with down near the inside. Mila Master is there in gate 3, I think it looks to be. Now down near the inside, we've got Hijacker. Shockaroo is right. Here's Go Quillo coming up. Loves the Stubby's about to go up. Last year's winner, McLaren Vale. Mighty Chimes and the Greg McDermott pair both fared badly in the barrier draw. Examine the books in the red, black and yellow, and the little tacker who's got the orange over a blue jacket. Hijacker at 340, Shockaroo at 490, McLaren Vale at 540. That's the order of betting. Very healthy pool of $140,000 almost. Now, the last couple are coming forward with a very healthy New South Wales win pool, close to $140,000 invested on the Snake Gully Cup. Jumping all of the while, Hijacker on the inside of Shockaroo and McLaren Vale. Here's the little tacker. And the last one to come forward as we welcome our relays to Gundagai for the running of the feature race of the year here, the Snake Gully Cup. The starter, Mr. Bob Vaughan, is about to ease across to his button at the 1400. The field is set. Barton Brothers, Snake Gully Cup. Hijacker the favourite, trained by Gay Waterhouse. Starter has the button, the red light is on, they're set to go in the Snake Gully Cup. The gates crash back, they're away in the Snake Gully, and slow to go was McLaren Vale back near the tail early. Hijacker did jump out well from down near the inside, and going forward was Shockaroo, and there's a good wall of them battling for that early lead. Mighty Chimes and Go Quillo are also showing plenty of pace as they head down the back straight. They were followed by Mila Master Medicine, Campaign's Magic to 6th on the inside. Further back in the race then is Loves a Stubby, followed by Sponge, McLaren Vale, and Examine the Books got back to last of all. They're racing to the 800 in the Snake Gully Cup, and Go Quillo and Mighty Chimes show the way by 2. Shockaroo is up there but out a little bit wide, and in that group of horses the little tacker on the outside. Hijacker's holding about 4th on the inside rail as they come to the 600. Further back to Mila Master, followed by Campaign's Magic Medicine. Well back is Loves a Stubby, Sponge. McLaren Vale's got a lot to do. Only one behind it. Examine the Books as they raced in by the 500. Up along the side, Go Quillo lead the field up in the Snake Gully Cup. Mighty Chimes on the outside. They're followed by the little tacker who's going up, and Shockaroo is easing its way into the race as well. In behind those horses, Hijacker and Campaign's Magic looking for a run behind them. They're in the straight in the Snake Gully Cup, and they're all across the track where the little tacker, Medicine out wide, has gone up. Campaign's Magic coming late with Mila Master, but it's Medicine. Medicine out wide, race to the lead. Medicine's in front in the closing stages, and home it goes. Medicine wins the Snake Gully, tight for the minors. Campaign's Magic was out late, and also there was the little tacker. They were followed by Mila Master and Sponge. In behind those runners we had McLaren Vale making ground. Go Quillo, a Hijacker. Further back, Mighty Chimes. Well back, Examine the Book. Shockaroo was well back, and Loves a Stubby's one of the last. Number 5 has won it. Number 5, Medicine, ridden by John Scorse for Barbara Joseph. A wall of them for the minors. But you'll find number 5, Medicine, ridden by Johnny Scorse for Barb Joseph. Now, for the minors, we've got a wall of them there, with the little tacker there right to the finish. Campaign's Magic held up before the turn, got out late. Miler Master was there as well. And Go Quillo over on the inside. Very tight for the minors. A one-horse race for the major. Check Medicine, trained by Barb Joseph and ridden by John Scorse, has won with a leg in the air. Number 5, Medicine. As we wait for the minors to come to hand, the breeding of the winner. Medicine is by Dr. Grace, a 7-year-old brown gelding out of Blessed Me, trained by Barb Joseph for P.H. Joseph, C.J. Boge, D.K. R.I. and I.H. Hitchcock. D.A. Dale, a 7-year-old brown gelding. John Scorse rode the winner. Number 5, Medicine, has waltzed away with the Snake Gully Cup. Johnny Scorse giving the winner a pat down the neck. Barbara Joseph has won most of our major races in the area, and she now adds the Snake Gully Cup to that list. Now it's tight for the minors. You've got Miler Master wide out. You've got Campaign's Magic and the Little Tacker. They're the 3 in it, fighting out the minor money. The winner returning to scale. Barbara's there to lead back her horse. Great supporter of Southern Districts Racing, the Canberra trainer, and Barb Joseph delighted with Medicine's run today. Pretty tight for the minors. Miler Master, Campaign's Magic and the Little Tacker are all there fighting out the minor money. Campaign's Magic getting through late after being held up prior to the turn and just slightly eased off their heels at the 200. The Little Tacker, who'd worked hard from his outside gate, got up there, was in the fight all of the way, and Miler Masters finished late. But it's hard to take anything away from the winner, who has been far too good for them at the finish. Number 5, Medicine. We await more information after the running of the Snake Gully Cup.
All right, thank you, Alan. Yeah, that was a terrific win. That combination is so successful, aren't they, for many years now. Barbara Joseph and Johnny Scorse, they put a lot of work into it. Barbara has terrific clients and really looks after them too, and the horses. And she's always thrilled when she can win a big race, and she would have loved winning that today. And usually syndicates of owners there. Smile for the camera. Look at me, Barbara, look at me. So there they are, enjoying it after the running of the Snake Gully Cup. Fantastic. And Johnny Scorse, it's been a wonderful partnership there. And I remember them winning a couple of big races at Canberra and being on the track. I've never heard a crowd. It was like the Melbourne Cup. They make so much noise, but they love their racing, and it's great to see. Ms. Red is the favourite at Echuca at
170. That's Stars and Stripes for Kenny Barron. Alrighty, now we'll look at the other one there, Disprove, which was the other one in the market. It's showing a little bit of backing for it at 620. Shorty's Girls, the other one, number 8. Race out at Tamworth. These are interim dividends, 127. Trifecta at $8.90 as we head up to our friends from New Zealand.
To look towards the big one, the Inter-Dominions here in March and April. Talking about the gate speed, Justy, there is plenty of flyers here off the gate, and Tony Hula, he drives OK Ulysses. I can see him going forward and actually getting the lead early on, and then it's a matter of whether, as you said, a Disprove comes and tries to take the lead off him, and whether Tony wants to stay there or hand up. I'm sure if it's either Disprove or maybe even Mr. DG, he would be likely to hand up. But I can pretty much see here they're going to go hard early, and I can't see too much rest in the middle stages. So I'm predicting a time around the 3:14s, and that's going to play right into the hands of Stars and Stripes, and to a lesser extent, Shorty's Girl.
Brent Lilly trained the winner of the last Jagged account. He's got 2, and this, the other being Atoll Bomber. Potentially we could see stablemates front and trail.
We could well see them front and trail, although I think if OK Ulysses does lead, because he does have such good gate speed, you would expect David Butcher to be the first man to come around if Jimmy Curtin doesn't on Mr. DG. So I can't see him staying in the lead for very long, because he's simply not quite as good as some of the others here. By the same token, his form has been good throughout the carnival. This is a very interesting contest. Stars and Stripes, the $1.85 hot pot, and the well-known Lishna Barron colours, and this could be enough, a victory here, to get him an invite to next week's Miracle Mile. Let's head upstairs to Rion for the pacing feature of the night.
Field of 9, Disprove right on the very outside. They're just about at the start, they're racing. At Old Bomber and Lavros Harrier and OK Ulysses down near the inside. OK Ulysses hasn't got the gate speed. Niobian's turning it on. And Eastwood Jaunty follows them out. Mr. DG's on its back. Stars and Stripes angling back for some cover. So is Shorty's Girl, and Disprove has to go back from an outside draw. Round the turn out of the straight the first time, and Niobium the leader. Lavros Harrier now left out covered. And back on the inside, getting up after making a bit of a slow start. OK Ulysses right on the back of the leader, and on the back of the first three rather. And they were followed just ahead of that as they run into the back by Atoll Bomber. Eastwood Jaunty over on the outside. About two away to Mr. DG. Three further back behind those runners, Stars and Stripes. And then Shorty's Girl and Disprove. They start to string out a bit as they head down the back. Inside the 1900 metres they go, and there's been no slightening in the speed of the race as Lavros Harrier is the front runner. 1800 metres to go. Lavros Harrier by a length and a quarter. Sitting parked at Old Bomber came away from the trail to go up on the outside, and now Niobium drops in to take cover behind the leader. A length and a half further back, Eastwood Jaunty gets some cover in the 1-1 tonight, followed by OK Ulysses. Next on the outside is Mr. DG, then Stars and Stripes, and Ken Barron's angling up three wide to go forward. Disprove will get the cart along behind it, and Shorty's Girl the inner. Round the turn into the straight, 1400 metres left to run. Lavros Harrier, the lead time was 1:11.3, and Lavros Harrier being taken on by Stars and Stripes. So he's making a big wide run tonight. Stars and Stripes is going up outside of Lavros Harrier, which won't relinquish the lead. Then Disprove coming up three wide. They were followed by Atoll Bomber, Niobium, Eastwood Jaunty, then OK Ulysses. A length away to Mr. DG and Shorty's Girl, quarter and 30.9, and on their way to the 1,000 metres they run. Leader Lavros Harrier in front from Disprove. Stars and Stripes, three out, Eastwood Jaunty. In the trail right behind them is Niobium. It's joined on the outside by Mr. DG. They were followed by OK Ulysses and Atoll Bomber, and going up three wide, Shorty's Girl. Inside the 800 metres they run, 60.1.5, and down the back they go in a bunch. Leader Disprove takes over, so Disprove's the new leader. Disprove in front, going to it as Eastwood Jaunty the outside. Stars and Stripes following Disprove. Mr. DG is there. Lavros Harrier is quit. It's going back through the field, and Shorty's Girl getting around the outside of Atoll Bomber, then OK Ulysses and Niobium. Down past the 400 metres they run, and Disprove, Mr. DG. Stars and Stripes will wait for the passing lane run. Eastwood Jaunty starting to stagger now, and wider out on the track, coming into it is Shorty's Girl and Atoll Bomber. They swing in, and Disprove the front runner. It's Disprove from Mr. DG going a big race. Stars and Stripes can't sprint, he did too much early, and Disprove the front runner going towards the line from Mr. DG. So Disprove is going to win the free-for-all tonight, gets home by a length and a quarter. Second home Mr. DG. Stars and Stripes third, Eastwood Jaunty fourth. They were followed at the head of the rest when they crossed the line by Atoll Bomber. Then Shorty's Girl, next across OK Ulysses, and gaps to the other two, Niobium and the early leader Lavros Harrier. So Disprove has proved his ability, especially under staying conditions, as this race turned out to be too good. He won the two feature staying races here during the early part of the year, the Winter Cup and the Easter Cup, and now has come out and won the free-for-all tonight with a good stayers run.
Alrighty, 9, 6 and 7 there. Well done. So Disprove has, well, it's caused a few more headaches, I guess, in a lot of ways. In nice headaches I'm talking about, as far as the chances of Stars and Stripes were concerned. If he'd won that race impressively tonight, he could have been asked to go to the Miracle Mile. But, well, we'll soon find out what happens. Race 10 at Casinos coming up. $2.50 for number 8, Dual Powered. And then we go down to number 6, which is Hutzpah. Favourite number 15, Take a Moment in the Trot, at even money, 140 on Super Tab and 170 on Uni Tab. So can a favourite win at Addington? We'll soon find out. The previous favourite got rolled, Stars and Stripes. Now race 2 at Redcliffe. Franco Aldont beating Winnacoa and Fearless Flyer. Trifecta $1,244. They ran 205.4 there on 10, 9 and 8 at Redcliffe on race number 2. Brett Towns, the winning driver. Now let's look at race number 2 at Shepparton. It was won by Something About Mary.
Assessment of the race, but we're just about set to go for this. They're all up to the barriers and ready to run. Dominion Trotting Handicap, feature race of the year for the straight-out trotters. They're racing, and Frugalekel scrambled away, but as he got down, not yet. One of the best out, Superstar, a go straight to the lead, Special Force. Frugaleko's made a real botch of it, now has gone right back through the field. Valley of the Moon runs through to third. Wider out on the track, Castle Van is going up. Hutzpar's handy enough as well. They were followed through and behind them by Martina H. Adu's Invasion's next, but it's wide. In shot got away tonight, Dependable and Loco Foco, and the back marker take a moment, and Frugaleko's made a serious mistake, and also back with it, Play On missed the start, and they're both probably out of it. They run down the side the first time, 2,700 metres from home, and Special Force has gone round to lead. Special Force to the front now, easing to trail as Superstar, a go Valley of the Moon is third. Martina H has rolled through to be about 2 to 3 lengths away, and fourth spot comes away from the markers though, and Castle Van follows it. Hutzpah and In Shot making ground up against the markers. Adu's Invasion going forward 3 wide. Gold has settled back about the middle of the field at the moment. Dependable follows it. Loco Foco 2 lengths away, and Take a Moment, the hot favourite for the race at the back of the field, was 10 metres behind them when they left, probably about 15 metres from the leader at this point of the race. There's a gap to Frugaleko, but it's gaining, and 100 metres or so back to Play On. Into the back they run, 2,200 metres left, and Special Force the leader, a length and a quarter in front. Superstar, a go trails the leader. Adu's Invasions landed up to be parked on the outside. They were followed by Martina H, getting into a nice slot on the outside of Valley of the Moon, about a length and a half back to Castle Van. In Shot, the grey mare, down on the inner, a length away to Hutzpah. Gold is 2 lengths back. Dependable follows that, then Loco Foco, Take a Moment, and Frugaleko has caught them and making ground along the markers, and 130 metres away, Play On. They run out of the back on the far side, round towards the halfway point. The leader, Special Force, by a length and a quarter. Superstar, a go is right there. Up on the outside, Adu's Invasion coming around them. Castle Van and Gold is moving. They were followed in behind them by Martina H. Deep on the inside to Valley of the Moon. Dependable coming forward 3 wide and following Gold. Loco Foco's getting onto that train. Then Hutzpah in the centre. Back on the inside to In Shot, and at the tail end of the bunch, Take a Moment the outside, and Frugaleko on its inner. Down through the straight, 1400, 2:09.1 the time, so not a track record at this point. Gold is the leader. It's Gold out by about a length and a quarter with a lap to go, and goes clear. Here's Dependable attacking 3 wide. Castle Van in the centre. Special Forces now eased back to take the trail, and Loco Foco moves round them 3 wide. Adu's Invasion, Superstar, a go inside of that, a length away, Valley of the Moon. Martina H lost a good place. Take a Moment's gone forward. Puts past second or third from last. In Shot and Frugaleko, the back of the bunch, 30.4 the quarter, but they run to the back now, 800 metres left, and Gold the front runner. Gold at the 800 by half a length from Dependable. Special Force right with them, Loco Foco 3 wide around Castle Van. Superstar, a go getting close. Take a Moment, he's within about 5 lengths of the leader at this point. Adu's Invasion, the centre, the half ticked over, and 59.5, so they're roaring along at a good speed now. The back runners are going to have to work. They were followed by Valley of the Moon. After those runners, Martina H, Hutzpah, and further out to Frugaleko, and back of the inside In Shot, but round the turn they run, and Dependable shoots to the lead. It's Dependable swinging the corner in front of Gold, followed by Special Force out to have another go. Castle Van, Take a Moment, comes round 5 wide. Adu's Invasion, Dependable in front, 200 to go, but here comes Take a Moment, and Special Force through the middle and down the outside. Martina H, she might be going to bomb them all. Take a Moment trying to rally. Martina H goes up to him. It's Take a Moment fighting Martina H. Take a Moment, Martina H, nothing in it. They were followed 3 lengths away by Special Force, then Superstar, a go Gold, next across Hutzpah, followed home by Dependable and Valley of the Moon and Adu's Invasion, and gaps to Frugaleko and Loco Foco. In Shot pulled out, so did Castle Van, and just going by now is Play On. What a finish to the Wilson's TAB and Sports Bar Dominion Trotting Handicap, and I'm sure that Anthony Butt could hear the thundering hooves of Martina H coming down the outside. He got worried. He asked Take a Moment for a big effort. He replied, whether he has lasted is another thing. We'll just have to wait and see. There's only a nose in this, and it could go either way. Either Take a Moment or Martina H. Wait for the call from Ernie Fuchs.
This is one of the great finishes of all time in the Dominion, and boy.
Oh, it certainly is a great finish. We'll have that result in just a moment. Now, there's a driver falls in, no one's seen it. There's a driver comes out of the sulky and absolutely no one saw it, so let's take a look at it. A driver comes out. There was a horse making a run. I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but there's Take a Moment way out wide. Take a look at the centre of the pack here. There's a horse there with that white bridle on. It's making a run, and inside it there's a horse that clips heels, and the driver basically falls out in the green colours. So he's hanging on. He's hanging on now in between horses, and he's dragged all the way down the straight, as you can see there. He's still trying to get back up on in the sulky, but he's been dragged along there by that horse. So there you go. No one saw that. One of those things that you can miss in the run because the finish was so exciting, and we still don't have the numbers. But certainly, Special Forces, a great old campaigner, has run third, beaten by a couple of good ones on the night, and we'll have that result in just a moment. Alrighty, now coming up pretty soon, 15 of anything, which is on the inside there, but I'm going to leave it to the judge. Don't worry about that. But I can tell you what, if I had to have an opinion, maybe the 15, but gee, which is Take a Moment, which is the favourite. Oh, punters, I'm feeling for you if you're on the favourite here, because you just don't want a close finish like that, because it was very, very short, and we'll have that number for you in just a moment. 2, 1 and 8 there at Geelong on race number. Exacta 22.70. There are 2 exactas there and 2 trifectas. Okay, folks, we've got the Redcliffe ratings on your screen right now. The Sky ratings have seen them. 1, 2, 5 and 8. They are the Sky ratings here in this, the Chicken Sprint pace, and it is heat number 1 of the Cordina Sprint. Left right out at $3.50. We've got $2.90 for pick handles, $4.30 for number 5 Selby Bromac, and Rusty Mahoney at $10. Sunset Socky is a 20-to-1 chance at $7.90 on Super Tab. Jodie Quinlan will drive the horse Sunset Socky from gate number 4 tonight. She chats with Sam Natai.
Jodie, disappointment, Sunset Socky not being in the Ladyship Mile, but the guys have opted to go for the sprint instead.
Yeah, well, I suppose they've probably used their brains a little bit because they got a fair bit of publicity by leaving her out of the Ladyship Mile, so it might have played for them. But yeah, we were bitterly disappointed, but it's going to be tough for her tonight, but we'll see how she goes.
Can she compete with the big boys?
She can. Just depends how she handles the track up here, but she's going to need a lot of luck from drawn 4, so we'll just slot in and hope for the best.
Not the most brilliant beginner.
No, she's not anyway, Sam. Just hope they go hard and she'll be running on if they do.
One you're here for, though, Pete's Dream. What about her at the start? It's all important.
Well, she's generally pretty good. So I'll be driving her out under the bat tonight and hoping for the best, because if she leads, she will lead for a long way, I think.
She's graduated into a genuine free-for-all performer, so she is well graded against the mares tonight.
I think she is. She's a general free-for-aller at home, and she matches it with the better ones that we've got down there, and is very competitive. It just depends whether she does get crossed or not, but I'm hoping that she doesn't. And then probably there's going to be a bit of speed in the race, because Formiga's sister can get pulling a little bit. So it just depends sort of whether I can get a breather or whether I do too much or not. But if Peach Dream leads, she'll be in it for a long way.
Might be the end of the world if she doesn't lead. She's just as good from behind.
Yeah, true. Just if she gets behind the leader and she gets pocketed, that's going to be the big thing. But she can sprint as good as any of them, yep.
You're a bit worried there's no sprint lane in Sydney, aren't you? I'll ask you a naughty question. If Sunset Socky had gone into the Ladyship Mile, which one would you have driven?
Well, to be honest, obviously the selectors don't know, because I didn't know myself, so I was waiting to see where the draws were, and yeah, it would have been a toss of a coin, really. The only thing with Peach Dream, she's probably got a little bit more high speed out of the gate, whereas Socky doesn't. But I said to Gary, I couldn't split them, and how they're racing, you can't really.
Thank you. Very good.
Okay, well done. Thank you very much indeed to Jodie Quinlan. Just out of interest, folks, the 8 horses will start off the front there at Harold Park in the next 3 races of the night. So if you're wondering about the starting points of those particular horses, 8 contestants will start from the front row of the mobile gate for the following races, 4, 5 and 6. There's chicken sprints, each of 2 of those in the Ladyship Mile. I give you an idea of how things go there at Harold Park. Now, race 5 at Geelong, $2.80 for number 1.
Going for the favourite on top, but look, I don't think he represents any value at 6 to 4. I think he's the horse to beat. He led at Newcastle in the mile last week. I think he led by default. I'm not sure he can hold the front from barrier 1. He'll be mighty hard to beat regardless because he's probably better with the sit anyway. He's definitely the horse they have to beat, but there are a couple here at quite luscious odds that have got chances. I put number 1 on top, left, right out. 5, Selby Bromack, I thought was the main danger just because he's a horse on the way up. From barrier 5, he may even spear across and be a candidate to get the lead. As is number 3, Strong Blade. He's $18 on the tote. If he happened to cross to the lead and take up that van position, he'll be very hard to beat as well. He's a strong leader. He actually stretched Joe Fess a couple of starts ago at Orange, you might remember, and then I went for number 6, the Fall Guy. I put them in 1, 5, 3, 6, but in saying that, I really believe that any one of these horses with the right sort of run can come and win. All important at the start. Strong Blade's a quick beginner. Selby Bromack's a quick beginner. Graham Bayer obviously will be trying to hold the lead. He was unlucky not to get into the Miracle Mile last year, left, right out. He won on sprint night. He beat Smooth Satin, and it ended up being Smooth Satin who got in front of him in the Miracle Mile. It turned out to be the right decision by the directors, quite obviously, because Smooth Satin came out and won the Miracle Mile. I suppose for that reason you'd like to see Left, Right Out win tonight and, albeit 12 months later, earn a spot in Sydney's most prestigious race. A very intriguing battle. Second pick here is Pick Handles. I left him out of my top 4. I still think he can win, given that I said every horse can win. But look, he only won an MO last week. This is a massive rise in class. I know he ran the time, but look, this is a massive rise up in class. Nothing beats quality in it. Nothing beats having some experience against them. One of the features for the night, the first of 2 sprints. Does a Miracle Mile start await the winner of this race? I'll have to run quick times. Here's Kevin Thompson.
Thank you, Sam, as they move up here for the 4th. First, Cordina Quick and Chicken Sprint. Set to go, 1760. Gate turns into the straight. Here they go. All set now. Lighters on, they're off. And away fast out on the centre here, is going straight to the lead, is Selby Bromack. He's going to lead clearly, getting out smartly the Fall Guy. Close up on the inside, early Left, Right Out, then Pick Handle, Strong Blade. They were followed on the inside by Sunset Socky as they went into the back, and Rusty Mahoney drops out last. Malden Blaze second last. Selby Bromack keeps the lead from the Fall Guy in the run of the back. Left, Right Out trails the leader. 1-1 as Pick Handles on the inside as Strong Blade. They're followed then moving up to the outside, Malden Blaze from Rusty Mahoney, and last on the inside, Sunset Socky. Up the back end, it's Selby Bromack in the lead. Leads by a length to the Fall Guy, sitting up without cover, trailing the leader Left, Right Out. 1-1 Pick Handles. 3 back the inside, Strong Blade, then Malden Blaze a length to Rusty Mahoney, and Sunset Socky in the inside as last. 31-3 the quarter, Selby Bromack in the lead narrowly from the Fall Guy. Left, Right Out as 3rd, Pick Handles as 4th, the outside, a length away to Malden Blaze. Strong Blade wanting to hang badly just as they came around the turn there. He's got his head screwed to the side, a length away then to Rusty Mahoney, and over on the inside last is Sunset Socky. Down to the bell, a lap out. Selby Bromack in the lead from the Fall Guy. Left, Right Out, and Pick Handles on the outside. A length away into Strong Blade inside of Malden Blaze, and the last pair Rusty Mahoney on the outside of Sunset Socky. Second quarter 30.2, half in 61.5 with 600 left to go. It's Selby Bromack into the back. He leads the Fall Guy on the inside. Left, Right Out, Pick Handles 4th. 5th the inside is Strong Blade, and then comes Malden Blaze behind those Sunset Socky and Rusty Mahoney. But it's Selby Bromack up the back doing it okay. Leads a length to the Fall Guy. Leaders back, Left, Right Out, can't get out. Pick Handles the outside of Strong Blade. A length to Malden Blaze, and then a gap to Rusty Mahoney. 28.7 was the quarter. Selby Bromack still by a length. He's well held together. Left, Right Out, can't get out.